Hello, fellow Murdlers. Today is Saturday, September 14th, 2024, and it's a great day to solve a murder and or lose your mind. Y'all are going to have to help me out here. This is like my fifth time trying to do this. I swear, and I know this is and it should be controversial as it's not supposed to be the case. I think this may actually be a situation where there are two solutions. Of course, now only one of them is going to give you a correct outcome. And I will preface this by saying I have found the correct outcome that says, yes, you got the solution right. However, I do not think it's the only solution today. And it's really throwing me for a loop. So this format today is going to be a little different than we typically see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go through things really quickly without a lot of explanation in terms of the clues and evidence. And then from there, I'm going to spend a lot more time on the statements and kind of show how I think there are two different versions of this puzzle that work. So I'm going to skip all the preamble. We know who the suspects are, at least I do. I've spent hours with them already this morning. So we've got these four, and let's go ahead, just get right into the clues and evidence. Solved this a few times now. A faint ticking sound was found tied up with red string. That is the conspiracy corkboard room, the red string with the, the faint ticking sound is coming from the antique chess clock, so we'll put those in there. Sister Lapis, eliminate a spy. Put that in here. Person who wanted to hide an affair was not on the rooftop lookout. So rooftop lookout, not wanting to hide an affair. Also, I'll say I'm going really fast. If somebody sees a mistake here, let me know, because that could be, I could just be repeating a mistake over and over again, but I don't think I am. Right-handed in the encyclopedia room, the only left-handed suspect is Senor Emerald. So we'll put that Senor Emerald was not in the encyclopedia room. And this is Chef Aubergine's fingerprint. So we'll put Chef Aubergine with magnifying glass. The person with a Murdle board game wanting to break into the industry. So we've got the Murdle board game and breaking into the industry. And then this is going to tell us the second tallest suspect was not next to a supposedly life or death game. I believe that's a Murdle board game. I don't know what else it would be. Yeah. And the second tallest suspect is Senor Emerald. The tallest is Bear Maroon at 6'2". Senor Emerald is 5'8". So second tallest suspect, not next to the board game. We know that Sister Lapis can't have the board game because the motive is incorrect. So that leaves only Bear Maroon for the board game. And we know that then Bear Maroon must have the motive to break into the industry. And for Chef Aubergine, we can mark out eliminating a spy because that's Sister Lapis's motive. This one's already eliminated there. Pretty sure that's about it. I think there are a few other things we can pull out, but these are the big pieces. So I'm going to hit save because we will have to go through this a few times. So when I first went through this, one of the things I noticed right away was that Sister Lapis is calling out Baron Maroon's location, and Baron Maroon is doing the same as the person with the Myrtle board game. So these two are in direct conflict with one another. These two cannot both be true. Now there is also this piece, they're both speaking about the escape room, but it doesn't have the same like exclusionary element that these two have, because there is a universe in which these two can coincide. So for instance, this could be the lie and this could be true. The reverse is not true, however. The Chef Aubergine statement cannot be the lie and have this be true. So there is a version. It's not, it's not great, but this one is the real issue. These two together cannot exist. So the first time I went around this, what I did was I put in Senor Emerald and Chef Aubergine's statements because we knew those were true if these two are the only possible liars. So Senor Emerald brought booby-trapped fedora. That gives Sister Lapis the antique chess clock. So we can also assign eliminate a spy to the antique chess clock here and put that in the conspiracy boardroom and get that whole solution there for Sister Lapis. Chef Aubergine is saying a magnifying glass was not in the escape room, which also means Chef Aubergine was not in the escape room. So we'll say Chef Aubergine was not in the escape room. We can mark that in here as well. So now when we come back to this, I'm going to hit save. Let's come back to Sister Lapis. So if we take the inverse of Sister Lapis's statement saying that Baron Maroon was not in the encyclopedia room. So Baron Maroon not in the encyclopedia room. That means that Chef Aubergine must have been the witness or the suspect in the encyclopedia room. And if this is a lie, then this has to be true. So this means that Baron Maroon must have been in the escape room. That leaves the rooftop lookout for Senor Emerald. And we know that hiding an affair is not the motive for the rooftop lookout. So that must mean that Senor Emerald's motive was to escape blackmail and that Chef Aubergine's motive was to hide an affair. So we can put those in here and copy in these here and this here. Okay, so this all works. And this is actually the this is the solution today. We have Sister Lapis with an antique chess clock in the conspiracy corkboard room to eliminate a spy. So I'll go ahead and flip these over. And as you'll see, we are correct here. Here is what I cannot figure out. And I'm very interested to hear if somebody else has figured this out today. So I'm going to reset this back to where we were before we started applying these. Okay, so let's say this is true. So we're going to put Baron Maroon in the encyclopedia room. That now puts Chef Aubergine on the rooftop lookout. So that means Chef Aubergine cannot have the motive to hide an affair and instead has the motive to escape blackmail. So we can put that here as well for Chef Aubergine. And that, again, Baron Maroon in the encyclopedia room to break into the industry. And it gives Senor Emerald the motive to hide an affair in the escape room. That works too. And this is still a lie because the Murdle board game was not in the escape room. I don't know. Am I losing my mind or are there two solutions today? I think I'm definitely feeling this one a bit and I'm feeling a bit thrown off. Would be really curious to hear if anyone else ran into this or if I've done something weird here. Definitely let me know. But either way, I hope this was, I don't know if I can call this one helpful. Maybe I'll say I hope this was a thought-provoking walkthrough. And either way, I'll look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow.